Hello again, and welcome to another scene of Unmask Orlando. Tonight we find ourselves in the Elysium at the Hemingway Lounge, I think, restaurant, uh, at the Regency Hotel or whatever its name is. Anyway, doesn't matter. Uh, where we see in the scene already is Mr. Salvador sitting at the bar, and you all can intro yourselves. Bullet.
Salvador is ordering a drink at the bar, probably the same blood wine thing, and he will notice Sirius, and he will walk up to Sirius's table.
Sirius puts down his newspaper, folds it to one side, puts it to the side. Good evening.
Haven't we met before, Mister?
That would be Sir Sirius Hunt at your service, and he offers you a hand.
Yes, the one with a very serious name. He shakes it.
If I had a farthing for every time I heard that joke, I'd. Oh wait, I am filthy rich. And he smiles.
It worked out for you, Mister Sirius.
Sir Sirius, if you don't mind.
Sir, Mister, whatever it is you want.
I was actually knighted, so I would prefer Sir.
Okay then, Sir Sirius.
Thank you. If I remember correctly, Salvatore Torres del Toro.
Thank you.
Of clan... and out of character? La Sombra, he says in a slight Spanish accent.
So, what are you doing in this lovely hotel, Mr. Sirius?
Thank you. He nods. Me, I was thinking of just resting my old bones here, reading the newspaper. They've got always a fresh issue out here, so thought keeping up with, the goings-on of the kind. And seeing who might swan in. Maybe see if I could have a pleasant talk with someone.
Well, if you would be so kind, can I be that pleasant person? Well, pleasant, air quotes.
Oh, absolutely. Please, my good fellow, sit down.
The distinct tapping of high heels can be heard. As Laura just enters, she doesn't look at anyone to begin with. She's just has a briefcase with her, and she just seems to go over to the bar, order something, and seems to be busy with something at the moment.
Do you, Salvador will kind of look at this lady and go look back at Sirius. So, I've been meeting new people. I think I have, made a very wrong impression. It was very fun, though.
I see you've been ruffling some feathers.
I guess you could say that, but it was very interesting. I met the person called Alexandra Diamond, I think, and someone, Emma.
Yes, of clan... Bruja, yes.
And someone called Emma. I forgot her last name, but her sire is very interesting. I have heard of her sire. She's been killing a lot of Sabat.
Excellent.
It was a very pleasant talk, but, being a member, ex-member myself, and that did not really go well.
Ex being the operative prefix here.
You'll hear another set of distinct high heels walking in at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Just sort
Again, dressed, always well dressed, always,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
front and center.
A quick look Yeah, sorry.
She will go towards the bar where Laura is and greet Laura, actually.
Good evening, Alexandra. Always good to see you.
Good evening, Laura. And she will give her like the cross check keys to the door, like, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
So,
she will sit by the bar.
can I get you something?
Oh, the usual, thank you.
There's not a question. It's just gets ordered. She'll just say, "So, I've been away on some business. Hope you've been doing well."
Well, mixed feelings, actually. Some good, some bad. But how are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
That's very good to hear. Oh, and I'm noticing there is some new blood in the city. As he will say whisperly, because he noticed Salvatore sitting with
He
serious.
looks over. Hmm. I guess I should go introduce myself.
You'll see this guy wearing that suit.
Well, I will have to warn you, Laura. That man is ex-Sabat.
Hmm.
He's
I
a La
see.
Sombra. So,
I see.
shall we?
Let's.
And Alexandra will put her arm around Laura's arm, like girls do.
Hmm. And she comes over, puts down her briefcase, and they will probably sit. Well, before that, she will just say, "I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Laura Solholm," and she
Hello.
puts out a hand.
He will hold it, and I guess weirdly enough, he'll try to kiss your knuckle and go, Salvador.
She'll allow it.
Sirius, Sirius will be pulling out chairs for the two ladies and making polite gestures for them to sit down.
Sir Sirius, so nice to see you.
Ah,
Elsie will
Miss
give you the
Diamond.
same greeting with a kiss on the cheek and whatnot.
Uh, does or doesn't?
Does.
Does
Does. He'll respond to that. In kind. Ah, that's quite affectionate. Thank you.
Miss Diamond?
Mr. Torres,
Oh, how terribly ill-mannered of me. I'm Laura Clan Ventru, Ancilla.
Salvador Torres. La Sombra. Well, La Sombra anti-tribute. Anti-tribute.
I certainly hope so.
Uh,
What status?
uh, out of character, what does that mean?
Uh,
probationary member.
yeah,
Oh,
or
probationary member.
neonate, or
Oh,
Ancilla.
oh.
That's.
Antilla.
She just looks him
Ah,
up and down. Just looks at his clothing.
it
She
What?
reminds
mutters,
me of.
"Hmm, there must be very low standards in Sabat,
I am just wearing this because it is very comfortable.
and lacks every sort of class imaginable."
Mm,
Noted.
I will
Uh,
have to agree with Laura.
mm,
Pajamas are comfortable, but you don't wear them the outside,
mm,
generally speaking.
Well,
uh,
you and I in pajamas is a privilege for people to behold,
That's true.
not one that
well,
most people get to share
I just wear whatever I want to wear. There's no point in trying.
Oh, believe me, there is. Like, you can tell
What
a
a show.
lot about a person by how
Well,
they present themselves.
no matter how hard I try, I will always be the traitor. So what's the point?
Well,
This is more fun for me in the first place.
if you're giving up on it, then certainly.
Mm, I'd rather be comfortable than try.
Noted.
Just
Hmm.
because it has nothing to do with the situation. Sirius himself is basically wearing a very light summer jacket and shirt and trousers combo with some nicely polished up shoes. Relatively modern.
What? This is not a fucking romper.
Hey, hey, do not test the rubber.
So,
So,
tell me, when did you develop a better sense of reality and join the Camorra? Not long ago.
uh, not very long, about 3 months ago, when the city was retaken.
So a turncoat.
Yes, the traitor.
Duly noted.
Yeah, he
Though
somehow
I
finds it
wasn't,
amusing, and I don't understand why.
though I wasn't really from the city. I am from somewhere else, somewhere in Spain.
Aren't the most of us. Less in Spain and more from other places.
Yes, I have to agree. I don't think any of us is local here.
Thank
Mm.
God for that.
Indeed.
So what are you fine ladies up to these fine, what's the word,
Well,
evening?
it's funny you should mention it. I have been discussing the Sabbat that is still present. I suppose I could discuss you.
Hmm.
If I were sheriff, do not misunderstand, I would have you interrogated thoroughly. But I hope you have already been.
Uh, I've already been asked many questions before I was even allowed to be in.
And a blood bond, I hope.
Hmm. Well, you might just want to ask Mr. Conrad for about that.
I will not pry. But, well, one must take precautions, of course.
Yes, one must take precautions, especially when a sudden turncoat shows up.
It's good that you know your place. She just smiles.
Uh, all I know is my place is for killing Sabat. Mostly La Sombra and what's out of character? What's the fuck?
Zimiti!
Dimitri.
What's wrong with you, Bullet?
Oh shit! It's 1 a.m. 1:50 a.m. So
Well,
yeah.
I must say that is commendable. I haven't. Well, I suppose you have met all the Tzimitzi. I have not really met one, not face to face, for more than a couple of minutes myself.
Hmm.
Ditto.
Well, the ones in the La Sombra are very, how should I put this? Disgusting. Amusing, but very disgusting.
I've heard.
Uh,
So have
the
I.
way they like to sculpt human beings into their playthings. Quite the thing to
Yeah,
watch.
the Schlachter are most reviled.
I once saw a man turn three people into a weird bear thing. It was, again, very disgusting, but somehow weirdly amusing.
Many weird things amuse you.
Laura
I
Yeah.
just stares at you for a couple of moments, doesn't say anything, she just stares at you, and she just leans back, amusing. Hmm. I have an excellent psychiatrist. I I will give you his number.
Ah, I do not think he can fix what the abyss has done to my head.
Hmm.
Once you have seen the depths of the ocean, it will enlighten you.
can't say I understand what you're talking about, but not sure if I'm interested even. But do go on.
Hmm.
Very Nietzschean.
It is, well, you wouldn't want to see it. Only the La Sombra are very interested in that sort of weird, dark, abyssal bullshit. Especially a group called the Shadowed.
Hmm.
They're really into that weird, magical shadow stuff.
I've heard a couple of things.
Uh, yes. Those people are very amusing. They don't really care about the Sabbat that much. They just do it so they can do what they want. Study the abyss, study the ocean, study the depths. Quite amusing people. I
I'm
might be
sure the
biased.
mariners would disagree.
Eh, I'm a little bit biased because, well, uh, let's just say I'm related to one in some case.
Hmm. Well, I appreciate the explanation. So, has anyone heard any news? I've been out of town for a couple of days.
Well, apart from the Red Lister being dead and gone,
And good riddance.
well,
Now, this is most fortuitous news. Very, very good.
we got to meet the Giovanni Don. Very unpleasant creature.
Very Giovanni.
And from what I'm hearing, there are some new people in that are trying to work against the Sabbat and to locate the gargoyles that were released. Oh, yes. Did I tell you about the gargoyles, dear? I don't think so. Yes, apparently Marcus had made some gargoyles out of the local Sabbat, and they were released when, you know, the thing went down. We need to find them and eliminate them.
So, Sir Sirius, are you going to join us in that?
Oh, most certainly. They are a threat to the city, and as I said, I'll help with any external threats.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Samuel will be very happy to hear that.
Then it's only fortuitous that I've been acquiring some more armaments. Although, to be fair, I'll have to check if I can't get some armor for myself.
Oh, I can,
Kevlar, of
oh, I
course.
can hook you up with that. Don't worry.
Hmm, fair enough. I have to say, definitely has uh, the the Kevlar armor definitely has advanced from the 50s onwards. I'm quite impressed.
A lot of things have become more advanced. I myself
Yes.
am quite involved in the legal arms industry. Quite many people in this blessed country need more and more firearms, and business is booming.
Ah, well, the right to bear arms is one of the pillars of this country, is it not?
And may it never change.
Uh, so
Amen
America,
to that.
Well,
truly the land of the free.
I
Ah, well.
honestly am really don't care as long as people keep buying guns. I am more than pleased.
Hmm. Well, I'll keep it in mind, milady.
Thank you. It has been quite some time since someone has addressed me as such. It brings back some pleasant memories.
Ah, well, we try to please. And he smiles.
I know.
But yes, I shall keep that in mind, Miss Diamond. And I might, yeah, either swing by in person or have my batsman come and see if we can't come to an agreement. After all, what would you like for that armor? Is money fine, or were you more interested in boons?
Well, I can give you the place where to get it. I don't need to uh, engage in anything more than that. So neither nor no money or boons. It's just
In that case, I shall
an
simply
exchange of
remember
information.
your kindness.
Mhm. I appreciate that.
I'm quite
I
curious.
Yeah. Yes.
I wonder how many more Sabbat are left in this city.
Well, at least enough that I might get a chance to either get a shot in or behead them with my saber.
Hmm.
Well, let's just say that there won't be many for long, if I have a say.
Very good.
Uh,
After all, they tend to be walking masquerade breaches.
not all of them. Some of them hide in plain
My
sight.
dear, that outfit practically borders a masquerade breach.
Oh, you wound me. My pretty petals are being corrupted.
It
I
doesn't
can't.
matter if it's not all of them, Mr. Torres. It's enough of them that it's a problem. So I don't care if it's all of them, or one of them, or two of them, as long as there is a problem, it needs to be eliminated.
Ah,
I will,
Mind you,
I will
uh,
say I do have.
madam,
I have actually well, a little while ago invested in a place of. A place that will be able to store some of these in, as in prisoners.
prisoners.
Yes, if it is possible to take prisoners to gauge their secrets, I would have a place to hold them.
They'd sooner kill themselves than reveal secrets.
Well,
then they have more sense than we give them credit for.
Well, in all honesty, when it comes to Sabbat, I'd rather take no prisoners.
That
fair enough.
is very wise.
Fair enough. Um, the opportunity is still there, though.
Well, if you manage it, I won't stand in your way.
Good. I mean, from what I've understood, the people who are left in the city of note from the Sabbat that were previously here were not shovelheads. They were somewhat of veterans, meaning that just killing them will cheat us of a lot of potentially very valuable information. That is all I'm saying.
We have
Assuming,
been.
assuming you can get it out of them.
Oh, I can get it out of them.
I have heard many things of the Tremere magic. How it can twist you inside and make you say things that you would never want to say. It is very interesting. I wonder how it feels.
I don't think it has anything to do with magic. I think it has to do with other skills that the Ventru possess.
The
Quiet.
Ventrue.
And she will smile at Laura.
Ventrus. Oh, I mean, pardon me. I
Yes,
forgot.
yes, what of us? Please, I
I
want to hear
forgot
this.
that your mm, what's the word? Primogen is gone. I am sorry.
Oh, mighty kind of you. Thank you for your condolences.
Uh,
We'll see when it becomes the next Primogen. I have called for my fellows to convene, but apparently we're all so busy.
What a shame.
Such a shame indeed.
Quite. Well, regardless, I must say I must say I am somewhat saddened that I must leave, but I have other business to attend to. Please, do not let me break up this little gathering. Have a very
It's
good
quite
evening.
alright. It's good seeing you again, Laura. I will
Likewise.
send you an invitation for my opening. I'll be very happy to see
Oh,
you there.
great. Super. Thank you. Sirius?
Milady?
Turncoat?
It was very interesting to meet one of the esteemed Ventrus. Quite a
And
pleasant
Mr.
group.
Salvador, it was a pleasure, despite everything, to meet you.
I promise next time if I ever meet you will not see me in such, I suppose you call, terrible clothing.
If you wish, I can. She looks you up and down. I can give suggestions, or perhaps have a proper suit made, if that would suffice.
It is fine, my butler can do it.
Hmm.
Well, technically not mine, but not mine now.
Hmm. I'll look forward to it. And she just nods and begins to head out.
So, Sir Sirius, what news are there? We haven't spoken in a few days.
That doesn't surprise me, and in a few nights as well. Quite true. Let's see. I was so free to reminisce about Jack the Ripper and what few memories I had left since I had been a quote unquote witness to the goings on back in Whitechapel in the night. And
Wow.
I submitted my summarized musings to the sheriff. He seemed quite pleased, and next thing I know, I have an offer to be a hound.
Oh,
I personally would
well,
prefer the term deputy, but,
oh,
well,
Sirius, that's
tradition is
great.
tradition.
I
Hmm.
think you should accept.
Hmm. I'm, I'm a little hesitant. I mean, it's a fine role to get when you're a neonate. It's an excellent way to show some strength of character and serve your community. However, depending on who is pulling the threads and who makes you hound,
I
you
understand.
are asked to do things that might go against one's morals.
I understand, however. Well, there aren't many positions available, let's say.
Hmm. Let's just say I asked for a period of thought, and everyone will hear my decision soon enough.
I suppose that's a good strategy.
I was just thinking, do I really want to be in a position that I'm commanded to hand over fledglings to certain non-sect members?
Hmm.
I, I would see a conflict of morals, at least my personal ones.
Hmm. Well, there are other positions you could go for, I suppose. But they come with the same amount of, you know.
Yes, and as an
Oh,
ancilla, I'm more than happy to help out, but I don't fancy being under too much of a control. Pardon me, but the gangrel vitae does run quite true.
Salvador starts snickering. Uh, no matter where you are, politics is still politics. It
Oh,
never
ah,
change.
absolutely, my good fellow. And, well, at least good to know that there are some more ancillas around. It's always nice to have chats with one's peers. If one starts chatting with the neonates, automatically you'll have some sire looking at you as if you were planning to do the most heinous of things with their offspring.
That reminds me, I should probably try to figure out who is and who is not a neonate.
Most likely. I myself am trying to find out who has their fingers in which pies, referring to, oh, the usual, the constabulary, certain financial sectors, who is pulling the strings with the socialites, who might be having their fingers in the local clergy, and he gives you a knowing look. Trying to find out who is controlling which sector.
Information. Why don't you
Quite.
ask our new friends? They might know something.
If anyone were willing to say, what sort of sectors they have their fingers in and would like no undue competition, feel free.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Then let me be candid. I'm merely trying to find out who is active in which sector, since I have ridiculous amounts of money that need some that could do with some further investment, or I might be interested in a certain sector. Maybe see if I could create a few more jobs, or at the very least get some of the homeless off the streets.
Well, I know about a few people of our kind, at least. I know I'm into jewelry. I know that John, along with Thorn, were starting a bookstore, but Thorn is apparently leaving for New York.
I think I heard poor John cursing since the help that he probably was expecting with the
Well,
transcribing of certain books has disappeared. Mind you, I'll see that the good fellow is well compensated for his troubles.
well, I'm always available for him for financial advice, and God knows he needs it. But
Oh,
apart
does he
from
now?
that, well, certainly he doesn't have the experience.
Hmm. So
And when
the
it comes to business, I am quite good at it, so that's the assistance I can offer him. Apart from that, I know that your clanmate Jason is running his ranch and his country club there.
Might I ask what books this young fellow is selling?
just some light dawn time reading,
Hmm.
and some choice antiques that are hard to come by through more conventional means.
Now there's a
Hmm.
very anemic-looking lamp.
That
Yeah,
sounds
nothing
very
special.
amusing.
It's depressing. Almost like it's been in the microwave for an hour.
You keep
Surely
using the
my
word
brother was
amusing. I'm not sure you
nervous
understand the
to have
meaning
great
if you think
meeting.
that books and antiques are amusing.
You
Yeah,
can
it's
learn
way too
many
salty
things
and
from
badly balanced.
books,
Just,
many things from
I mean,
antiques.
so salty. Who cooked that?
Have you ever read?
That's Chef Mike.
Have you ever read? What
Chef
was that
Mike.
book?
So I
Uh,
thought we were the
crap.
third chef.
It was written by a Chinese fellow.
We use Chef Mike a
Something
lot.
about
Whenever there's
war.
lights on in this
Sun
restaurant, Chef
Tzu,
Mike's
The
working.
Art of
He's a
War.
dedicated
I
Yes,
employee.
I think these
He
nights I know it
Chef
pretty
Mike
much inside and out.
and I can't.
very amusing. Learn many things
Hello.
from it.
Hmm.
So I don't really learn anything much, but that was
So,
a very interesting read.
if I may pick your brains, what do you think of Machiavelli's two works, The Prince and the Republic?
Principe. My sire made me read that once. Uh, let's just say it was, well, very political. I can even see it in here as well.
All I can see is it's a lot of philosophizing without actually doing any action about anything. And I'm a person of action, so
Hmm.
I don't
Although
wanna.
Mhm.
I don't want to express my opinion about these books.
Nobody should feel forced here. After all, it is Elysium, a place of safety.
Books are very interesting. You can use it as a weapon.
And
Oh,
and and he
certainly, in
he
many ways.
he just gives you a questioning look. Dare I ask in what fashion?
Words. Nothing
Ah,
spreads
The
more
pen
like
is
wildfire
mightier
than
than the
words.
sword and whatnot. right? Mm.
What? Sorry, our character, could you repeat that?
The pen is mightier than the sword.
He like gestures at you with both of his hands, with like his palm out, like pointing at you.
Oh, but if the book is bulky enough, you can bash a head in, I'm sure.
That works too. Ah, you can always kill someone with a dictionary. It's very heavy, good heft. But yes,
Hmm.
words, lovely weapons.
And like an arrow, once loosed, can't be taken back, or only with great cost.
Ah,
But yes, since everyone else seems to have interrogated you and been putting your character into question, probably on a minute basis, I will eschew the last part and merely ask, and leave it up to you if you wish to answer. What motivated you to leave the Sabbat? I mean, I'm happy you did, and if things go
ah,
well, you just might be able
you-
to regain a little bit of your humanity. But please.
I don't really care about that, Sir Sirius. Do you
Hmm.
remember the conversation we had in the White Wolf?
It was all a bit hazy. I got a little bit distracted by the werewolf cub. Cute as a button.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yes, I love that little baby.
But
Basically,
mhm.
it all boils down to vengeance. Nothing fuels you more than hatred.
I
Hmm.
tend to disagree, but then again, I don't find that we agree on many things, Mr. Torres.
Mr. Conrad has also said that love can be as powerful as vengeance. I sort of agree with him.
But in any case, Sir Sirius, might I